Be strong. Don't let that affect you. This may be something that we would hear from well meaning loved ones whenever we are expressing any kind of emotional reaction to some kind of trigger. And although it is, well intended, it is one of the most impractical advice that we may give someone. Before I go into why this is really impractical and how we can otherwise help, let us just agree that expressing any kind of emotional reaction to a trigger does not at all mean that we are not strong. It does not mean that we want things to affect us negatively or that we are renouncing our power and we are consciously and intentionally wanting these things to affect us. Amidst the emotional reaction, amidst that challenge, that distressing moment, the brain does not have access to the parts where our decision of wanting to be strong or wanting to not be affected by things is not functioning. Because of something called cortical inhibition, whenever we are in fight or flight, freeze or faint, which are the nervous system reactions to stress or any kind of negative emotion, the parts of the brain that are responsible for critical thinking, problem solving, part of memory, effective decision making, they're temporarily disabled. So to give you an example of that is something that I have personally experienced is how the needle of the shot, the pain of that needle would cause my nervous system to go into freeze or faint. My blood pressure goes down and I may almost faint. Sometimes I would. And this is not because I am scared of the shot itself or the needle itself. This has to do with a previous experience of mine when I was 2 years old. I underwent a surgery, and all I could remember of that time is me being seated at this, the hospital bed, and there was this, tall guy in front of me. He was masked, and he was hurting me with that needle. And then my dad had to leave the room. I was just screaming because all I could feel was the pain of my dad leaving me with this guy who is hurting me with that needle. I was very scared at that moment, but because of that experience, my nervous system associated the pain of the needle, the physical pain from that needle, to the fear of abandonment. Because I felt that I was being abandoned at that moment. And you can imagine growing up what my experiences at the dentist, for example, would be. So, at the moment when I am experiencing the pain of that needle, my nervous system is going back to that moment where I was experiencing the pain of being abandoned. And so at that moment, I can't tell my nervous system, be strong, don't let that affect you. That doesn't work. So, one thing that we can do to help others during these moments is to, just allow them to express that reaction however it wants to come out, because the nervous system is usually using these moments to release these pent up emotions and also to guide them to different healing modalities that may help them. And so, if you are interested in learning more about your nervous system, how it functions under stress, and how you can help heal your nervous system and regulate your nervous system so that you can break free from these experiences, I invite you to connect with me over a session that you can book through the link in my bio, where you and I will talk more about my coaching program that combines science-based tools and techniques and feminine energy tools as well. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you.